What is up, bras, and welcome back. We got some brand new spicy stuff for you today to slap with, so let's get right into it. And make sure you stick around until the end, because I'm going to show you literally 8 Azami barrier tricks that you are going to absolutely slap with. So up first, we have the huge brain Azami strat, where you can do a college level geometry in your head to calculate the exact point to throw an Azami barrier to create the perfect amount of space to extend the corner at the top of pillar stairs to stand on. Since you did click on this video though, I'll just pause the video right here and show you where to throw it. Anyways, yeah, just throw the barrier there and you can climb over, punch a hidden hole in the back of the bar, which just happens to be right by a bunch of bottles, so it's really hard to see. Now, anybody that's trying to sneak up pillar stairs will get Batman dropped, and anybody coming through the door is gonna throw their monitor out their window. Now, if that first trick is the first time that you've seen Azami, let me quickly tell you about what the new season has in store for you, and thank Ubisoft for sponsoring this video. Year 7 Season 1 has officially launched today, and they are going absolutely ham. My favorite things that are coming to Season 1 are Team Deathmatch, which is the new permanent game mode where there's no abilities, no downtime, and just 100% pure fast-paced deathmatch with respawns. On top of that, there's also going to be a new map called Emerald Plains, which will be here later in the season. All of this, and I haven't even gotten into the most creative op that's ever been added to Siege in Azami, who is the newest defender equipped with a kunai shaped throwable that creates barriers. As you can tell from that first trick, this is going to be game changing, and just wait until later in the video when you can see all of the cool stuff that you can do with her. Ubi has even added a year pass, which is going to be available until March 28th, that offers a full year of content, including 14-day early access to each year 7 operator and exclusive cosmetics only available in the year pass. If you'd like to check out the new season, you can click the link in my description, which also helps really support my channel. And here, let me show you a crazy trick with the new Goyo rework that's also here in Season 1. One of the biggest changes that we now have is that Goyo now places explosive canisters by themselves with no shield. Because he does this, you can now place them on walls and floors. Now, taking that idea, you can place one towards the bottom of a window, which will cause the canister explosion to actually reach outside of the window when it's destroyed. If an attacker sledges or melees the window, it will detonate the canister because the surface that the canister was placed on is now gone. The fire from the explosion lasts an insanely long time, and the range is pretty nuts, so even if you don't get a kill from the canister, it's gonna delay and weaken the attack a lot, and all of this is all something that really is just not expected at all right now because it's a completely new mechanic. A second trick that you can do when using the new Goyo is to block drone holes with the explosive canister, because the back of it is bulletproof, which is going to create another reason for attackers to either use another piece of very important utility or accept that no intel will be gathered via drone this route. This also doubles as a sneaky way to damage attackers when they least expect it, because if you know someone is outside, you can detonate it yourself, which is going to cause the fire to expand multiple feet outside of the drone hole, just like that last trick on the window. And again, you might not kill the attackers with this, but in a situation when someone is watching a diffuser or on a drone, it's a solid way to throw something at them that they've never seen before. Another change that isn't well known yet is that defenders can smack friendly Melusi wubs without destroying them. You can now take that same concept, line up a melee hole with one of the lights on the wub, and then have a nearly invisible line of sight to attackers. This will work virtually anywhere that there's a soft wall. You just need to take that idea and implement it into wherever you are defending. Even when looking straight at it as an attacker, I probably wouldn't think much of it, and by the time that I even process what's going on, I'd probably already be watching the kill cam. Like, just look at it. It's literally so hard to see. Now, since we're on Skyscraper already, let me give some love to the attackers, since they've been getting picked on in this entire video so far. If you play Nomad, you can place a silent air jab trap that goes from the east balcony into the rotation from office into display. I'm guessing this just happens because the way that they blocked this drone hole, it's a really weird shape, and I guess it's just sending the sound in all different directions. But for whatever reason, the sound just completely avoids the drone hole, which just makes it such a good trap to set up. And then once it gets triggered, you can just pre-fire the crap out of the window and get a free kill. Anyways, going back to the ways that we can utilize the Melusi interactions as defenders, we can actually place them on windows in a way that they won't get destroyed even if the wood is fully removed. You can place them on the side of a window where you'll be able to create bulletproof lines of sights for spawn peaks or any choke point that you might want to create. Just make sure you place them in a similar way as this video, because if you start to get too close to the window, then it could be destroyed once the barricade is fully gone. When placing them on the bottom of a window, you're gonna need to place them on the 4th from the bottom barricade panel in order to get the right height for crouched head level protection, and this one will get destroyed if the barricade is taken down. But another way you can do it is just make it obvious, open the window yourself, and then give yourself a bulletproof head while you take the fight and hide behind the Melusi web. The last trick we're going to do with Melusi is a tease into the Azami tricks that we're about to show you, and it's how, did you know that when you place a Melusi web on the side of a short or half wall surface, it can sometimes actually give you vault prompts. This trick takes that idea into bathroom on border, where we can create this really off angle that's going to go through 2 walls and out the window, and attackers are just not going to expect this at all once they push the teller's window. Going over to Coastline, we have a new double mirror trick by using the strongest piece of glass on the planet as elevation to get a little bit higher than we usually are. Once you're standing on top of the strongest glass in the world, then you can look up and place a mirror window and then just shotgun out the rug and place one crouched underneath. As always, don't forget to shotgun the other side of the mirror wall so that you can have a wider peripheral view, and from there you're going to be good to throw any C4s at any unfortunate attackers that come this direction, or you can shoot at the top and shoot out their foreheads and explode their minds twice. Now, if you remember a while back, Gustus figured out that you could actually throw gadgets abnormally far if you combine the throw at the top of a vault prompt. Only issue is there's not a ton of places that this is actually practical. I'm stoked to say that here's one that could actually be implemented into a real game. If you make a rotate on the vault entrance wall while looking straight forward, it's actually going to create the perfect height to vault over and throw a smoke canister all the way to default plant spot. So you start in room number 1 and throw it all the way to room number 4. It goes through 3 walls. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You can see here the insane difference between just throwing it normally versus with the vault trick. It's literally going to make you feel like dude perfect. Quick 20-second trick for an awkward angle on consulate that attackers will not expect. If you take the door down on yellow and then quickly reinforce it from the other side, you can actually get rid of that yellow perimeter, parkour onto the pallet, lean left, and get a sliver pixel through the door that is basically invisible to attackers. Up next, we have 8 spots around various maps where we show how if you place Azami barriers on the top of surfaces, you can get secret vault prompts to get into OG and new spots. These are just some of the literal dozens of places that you can do this, and sometimes it's as simple as just standing next to an object and immediately making a vault prompt appear, like this one in Dining on Villa, and some you're going to need to be slightly above the surface so that you can actually see the top of the object to place the barrier. If you're not crazy far away from the object, you can actually usually make a vault prompt appear, so I'm really excited to see what other spots myself and the community are going to be able to find in the coming weeks. Anyways, if you're still listening to me, thank you all so much for the support, and thanks again to Ubisoft for sponsoring. Don't forget that Year 7 Season 1 is officially launched today, and they are going absolutely ham, so if you'd like to check out any of that, then click the link in the description to learn more, which really helps support my channel. That's going to be it for today. I love you all. Peace.